Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I believe as soon as I record this video, I'm going to get a haircut. And it seems like I told you all before, these people that have been giving me a haircut, the last time they're cutting my hair in some kind of weird way where I've got this little piece that as my hair starts growing back out, it's like they can't figure out where my part is or something. And now that I'm talking about my hair, I realize that most of you have never even seen me. So this is news to you that I even have hair. Well, I do have hair. Now I will say that my hair has a lot of my hair has receded, but it's not as bad a shape as some people at age 45. I'll put it that way. But these guys keep cutting my hair where there's this piece that just kind of hangs. And I'm like, you guys can't just figure out how to make this right. I even held the piece out when I went and got my hair cut last time and had 2 women looking at it and they still screwed it up. So I'm feeling like today I'm going to get lucky in this regard. So that's where we're at. Now, I want to show you this. This is from, hopefully many of you will be able to go and register and listen to this today because it's 1 o'clock Eastern time right now. This is from Forbes Crypto. It's the final countdown, 1.5 hours until Jack Tatar. Now he is a partner with Doyle Capital and he's a co-author, Crypto Assets, the Innovative Investor's Guide to Bitcoin and Beyond. And he's going to be doing a web conference on a webinar. He's going to drop some wisdom on a webinar about cryptocurrency investing. Our crypto asset and blockchain advisor subscribers get this kind of insight monthly, but this is free. So you can go and hopefully I'll put this video out in enough time for you to go and register. I will stay here. I'll try to get this uploaded by 1:30 or so that you guys have time to do that if you're just finding out about it. Next, this is from Sergeant Obi-Wan. I talked about this Disney accusation that there was an accounting fraud going on, but now they're saying Disney whistleblower, corporate accounting fraud, or disgruntled tale teller, and so they're pontificating on whether or not this person is just someone who I guess got fired or whatever. And he says this could be interesting, big story to follow. So we shall see on that. Next, from Chinu Patel at Chinu Patel 29. Sent me this. This is huge right here. I mean, we knew some of this, but it's still, for those of you that haven't seen some of this is interesting. From Nasdaq, as more cryptocurrency exchanges seek to lure new customers, Nasdaq's technology is already being used to attract institutions and traders accustomed to mainstream controls. And so what they're saying here, let me see if I pulled the article. No, you don't need the article. All we need is this. Nasdaq is now working with 7 cryptocurrency exchanges, including Gemini and SBI virtual currencies. SBI partially owns what? Ripple. That's pretty good. I wonder if SBI and Nasdaq have had any conversations about XRP. I would bet you that they probably have. Okay. But more important, why is Nasdaq getting into data feeds of crypto? Why are they doing that? They're doing it because they know how monstrous this is going to be. Okay, at X Lighting the Way sent me this one, which is also huge. Just in from CoinDesk, token issuance tech provider Securitize has registered as a transfer agent with the SEC. A move, it says, will boost blockchain adoption. Let's go and look at this a little bit here. Let me scroll down. It says, we can Securitize, a provider of technology for issuing blockchain tokens, has registered as a transfer agent with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. A move, it says, will boost adoption. Now, says we can increase the amount of securities issued on the blockchain and give comfort to people that this is a regulated space. Co-founder of Securitize. The SEC has also started approving other types of exempted securities like Reg A+, and down the road, those people will need transfer agents. Now, Securitize, for those of you that don't know, Securitize is a company that is going to tokenize assets. In other words, tokenize stocks, tokenize bonds, tokenize real estate, you name it, they're going to tokenize it. But there's one other thing that's important to note in this. Guess who owns a piece of Securitize? Well, that would be Ripple and Coinbase. This is an article from back, let's see, on November 26, 2018, Ripple and Coinbase bought into Securitize. It's a small world, isn't it? That puts just the two articles that I just covered, puts the Nasdaq through SBI right next to Ripple. Then it puts the SEC through Securitize right next to Ripple. Puts them in direct. It's a direct link right there, folks. I don't think the imminent scary security XRP could be a security. That doesn't keep me up at night at all, folks. There's too many things at play here. Next, from I Am Legion, sent me this video. I've been showing you or directing you to some good videos recently, and I'll tell you this. I told someone this the other day, and you can go to Kitco News to watch this. This is Forget Great Depression. The greatest ever is coming, says Gerald Celente. Now, I want to mention something to you. Before I discovered digital assets, coming out of the financial crisis, there was a couple of guys I followed who were they're gold guys, and they talked the truth about what the United States and other central banks were doing to the money and the economies of the world, and how awful what they were doing was. One of them was Peter Schiff. Gerald Celente is another one, and he has an investment newsletter. I don't know how Gerald Celente weighs in on digital assets. I haven't really been following him recently. I would imagine he likes them, but I can't tell you that for sure. But he is a guy that's worth watching. He's a very intelligent guy. I think he's out of Brooklyn, New York. But he go and watch this. This is Forget Great Depression, the greatest ever is coming, from Kitco News. And Kitco's a gold company, so I know he's a gold guy. But I have no problem with gold, people. I love gold too. My problem comes in when people like Peter Schiff, who like gold, think that also means they need to dislike digital assets. That's the wrong deal here. These are two complementing assets. Okay, next, XRP Dave at the Davey92 sent me this video. You also want to watch this. Remember the other day I showed you about the video about the downfall of AOL. Well, this is a similar story. And they tell it right here. Sega was a multi-trillion-dollar powerhouse in the 90s. They were a titan of the video game industry and waged war with Nintendo. But in the late 90s, Sega lost the console war. What happened? What caused Sega to fall so far from grace and fail in the world of console gaming? This is another interesting watch, folks. I like showing you things. History always repeats itself, folks. And it repeats itself, I guess, primarily because people get comfortable and or arrogant. And like in the case of Blockbuster, when Netflix came along, the Blockbuster CEO more or less laughed at Netflix, just like Swift laughed at Ripple, more or less. So we shall see. But this goes hand in hand with Bitcoin versus, say, XRP to me. All right, Melbourne Crypto at Mountain Trekkie. This is a very interesting illustration that they sent to me, and I wanted to show it to you. The U.S. debt visualized in $100 bills. $100. That's $100. This is $10,000. This is $1 million. $100 million. And then we get to $100 million equals one year of work for 3,500 average Americans. 100 million. All right. $1 billion. That's what $1 billion. Those are, I guess, normal size pallets. And then if you keep going, $1 trillion looks like this. That is the White House, I think. $1 trillion. This is a truck and an airliner, just to put that size in perspective. And this is a look from the top at $1 trillion. And then we keep going. U.S. debt in 2017, $20+ trillion. This is what, $20+ trillion. Those are trucks. Let's see if we see what else we see in the back. There's the Statue of Liberty. These are buildings that, look how much higher the buildings are than the Statue of Liberty. I mean, I think that pretty well illustrates the absurdity of what the world has become. And next, from NBK Crypto at NBKLYRAD, sent this. I just wanted to show what he highlighted here from Michael at VAL5 Links. Poll: 83% believe XRP will be at 2 to 5 trillion in market cap by 2025. Is the projection possible? I'm in that 83%. I believe that could easily happen. I believe it could easily not happen, but I believe it could easily happen. I'd be shocked if it didn't happen personally. Okay, Anthony Pompliano had tweeted this, and I thought this was just good, just to see that there are some good people out there. This is a gangster move from Cathay Pacific CEO Rupert Hogg. According to local Hong Kong media reports, Beijing authorities asked Hogg to hand over a list of Cathay Pacific employees who had taken part in the recent anti-extradition bill protests in Hong Kong. Instead of betraying his employees and endangering their safety, he only provided a list of one name, his own. And that is good to see that there are still those kind of people out there. Michelle Vandenberg sent me this from Michael at VAL5 Links. Adoption, folks, in my best DAI voice. Adoption, folks. The telecommunications giant will accept Dash, Ether, Litecoin, Stellar, and XRP, according to Austrian news outlet Future Zone. They're talking about Austrian telecom giant A1 to trial Ether, XRP, Litecoin, payments. So they're going to, I guess their customers get to make payments in those digital assets. And yes, Michael, adoption, folks. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that the digital asset investor thinks that he's going to get a good haircut today. Thank you for listening.